last episode we gave the top 5 teams who didn't make the playoffs best chance to make it next year. Now we're going to have to do the top 5 playoff teams with the worst chance to repeat. So
To get back
obviously,
into the playoffs?
yes, to not make it back in. The top 5 teams with the worst chance to make it back to the playoffs.
Okay.
So, I mean, obviously you can take the teams who definitely aren't on the list. I mean, Seattle. Well,
No, all
Seattle.
right. Let's just say all the playoff let's remember that anything can
Okay,
happen.
so okay,
All the
so
playoff teams.
okay, so 1s and 2s. Denver, Seattle, New England, Chicago.
Okay.
3s and 4s, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Carolina, Philly. The Rams, the Niners, the Texans, the Bills, the Chargers, the Packers.
I mean, you could flip that list upside down and it would make way more sense.
Probably. Yeah, honestly, it probably would make a lot more sense. But, I mean, I don't know. My eyes go straight to Carolina.
Yes and no. Because I mean, we don't really know what future holds for them.
Okay, so then if you're holding out on Carolina, then I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens to Pittsburgh, considering they have no quarterback and Mike McCarthy at the helm. Chicago, I mean, the fact it's still high hopes for them to run it back the way they did this year. Are we looking at? I mean, who can we take off of this list? Who are we not looking at? I don't think we're looking at the Super Bowl champions. I don't know if they're not gonna make the playoffs next year? Is that they're gonna fall off that bad? There's no fucking way. There's no
No,
way.
but if we're being completely honest, I don't think any team in here is safe. But I mean, yeah, for Seattle's gonna make the playoffs. Uh,
Over over these other 15 teams or however many teams are on here, yeah, I would hope so. Or 13 teams, I would think so. I would hope so. Um I'm looking at New England. Because later on, I'm gonna talk about how New England is not gonna be back next year, like all their
I am
fucking fans are
100% looking at
saying.
New England, and hopefully New England doesn't fall into where Washington fell this season, which was thinking that just because you got to a certain level and you won a certain amount of games that your team was good enough and that nothing along the way was lucky per se. Um, New England needs a lot of improvement,
Oh yeah.
especially offensively.
Um, I don't think Jacksonville and Houston make it to make it to the playoffs again next year.
Depending on what the Colts do, the Colts can make a move. It's kind of make or break for Houston right now.
I just don't see two AFC South teams taking up 2 spots again.
Houston shouldn't have made it. The way they played most of the year, the way that offense played. Jacksonville is kind of budding, but it's Jacksonville, so I don't know.
I
Who's the
would
other South
say
team?
Jacksonville and Houston. It was
No,
Jacksonville and
just
Houston.
who
So,
didn't make it.
oh, it was
Tennessee's
the
not making.
Colts.
Fuck.
Yeah, yeah. You don't gotta worry about them. I would say Philly's pretty safe. I'm not really looking at them.
I think Philly,
Buffalo,
Buffalo, San Fran.
Seattle, San Fran. No Kittle for at least a minute. He just had Achilles surgery.
You're right. No Kittle.
Obviously no Ayuk. Um
Pearsall hasn't shown yet.
fuck
McCaffrey's
no.
older. They'll find a way.
McCaffrey was the chance that McCaffrey's gonna be as healthy as he was last season again.
It's, it's kind of tough to
I don't
predict
know.
where he'll be. Because yeah, he could be good before week 1 and then not play from week 1 to week 10 just because.
But I'll mark them as safe. I'll mark them as safe. Jacksonville. What about the Chargers?
Fuck no.
No, like, what is that? What was that? No, towards
They're
them
not
not making the
safe.
playoffs. Oh yeah,
They're
not
not.
safe at all. Okay. Green Bay.
No.
Really? Over all these teams we said, I feel like they're
No,
probably
I'm
gonna.
I'm I'm not saying Green Bay is top five. I'm just saying that they're not locks
Okay.
to
What
make the
about
playoffs.
Denver?
Denver's tough, man.
I don't think Denver
It's
and the
so funny to
Chargers.
say that the one seed might miss the playoffs next year.
Bro, because they fucking might. If the
I know.
Chargers come back, if the Chiefs come back crazy, if the fucking Ravens come back crazy, if the Bengals somehow have a fucking defense, a lot of these teams are gonna have a problem.
And then even then, like you got, like we said, teams like Jacksonville, teams like the Colts. Um, if the Steelers want to do something, like shit's gonna be tight next year if teams show up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Dallas on the not safe list. So the teams we're looking at that okay, so Pittsburgh, Carolina, Houston, Green Bay, Denver, the Chargers, New England, Chicago. So I feel like there is a different. Some of these teams have some differences. Like I feel like Carolina has to be on this list. Like I
Carolina will
understand.
be in the top five. I think Houston has to be in the top five.
I also agree. I think Houston has to be on the top five. I think Chicago.
I don't know.
We're looking at okay. We know Detroit's coming back crazy. We are
We
gonna
don't. We don't.
assume,
We don't. We don't. We don't.
bro. We know.
We
I
don't.
think okay. I think Green Bay's coming back better than they were last season. I think Green Bay's still going to be a problem. So we're talking about their chances of making the playoffs in the situation they're going to be next year. They're going to be fighting harder to be third place in their division than Carolina's going to be fighting for first place in their division.
Yes,
Which in
but
my eyes makes it a little bit makes it harder. It gives
with
them worse
Detroit, you
chance.
don't have Ben Johnson. Clearly, he's in Chicago. I do think Ben Johnson can work with anything, as he's shown this year. Um, in regards to how good Chicago can be, I'm not too sure. Um, but Detroit, I mean, they were fucking healthy this year.
Yeah,
If they have an injury, they're fucked next year.
I just think things didn't go their way. Yeah, I mean,
No,
it's
I think they fucked up.
I don't know. I think at least like okay, Pittsburgh has to be on this list. So then we're looking at five more teams to fill in the final two: Green Bay, Denver, Chicago, New England, and the Chargers. You're telling me out of these teams, Chicago is not one of the teams with a harder routes back to the playoffs?
New England. I think the Chargers, yeah,
Like
especially in that fucking division. God forbid the Raiders want to come out and do something
I think, fuck, dude. And then so Denver has to be on this list.
over the Bears.
Chiefs coming back. I think the Chiefs are going to come back better. They just still got to deal with the Chargers. And the
But the
Chargers, same thing for the Chargers. They got to deal with Denver and they got to deal with the
yeah,
Chiefs coming back. I think Chicago's going to have to deal with Green Bay and Detroit coming back.
and vice
I think,
versa.
and I think New England can miss the playoffs completely.
I think New England can miss the playoffs completely as well.
I mean, sorry, I'm a hater, but I think
I don't even think it's hate. Like again, I'm going to bring up Washington again. Our quarterback got hurt, but we clearly weren't the same team with the same luck that we were the year before. I mean, even with the games that Jaden played, I know he wasn't 100%, but shit changes. I mean, rookies do get figured out. I mean, there's going to be a big learning process for Drake May. You're not under that wing of being a young rookie anymore. You've exceeded your expectations now. Same thing with Joe Burrow. I mean, he exceeded all of his expectations, and now he has to live up to that. That's the thing. I don't think he's a Joe Burrow type. I
Hmm.
don't know if he will be,
Not the Joe Burrow type.
but I I think regardless of what happens with the Patriots, they have to give Drake some pieces and try to help that team out.
Okay, so then out of the last four, it's Chargers, Bears, Packers, Broncos. Worst chance.
Chargers.
Chargers. Really?
They haven't updated that offense. I'm not sure what they're doing with that defense. I mean, they still have Keenan Allen. Uh, Amarian Hampton's cool. Um, there's still no receivers. I mean, they haven't made a move, dude.
You're just convinced Chicago's just locked. They're just like that.
I don't think they're locked, but I think that uh, with Ben Johnson, that offense can do anything. We've seen the Chargers offense struggle so much. Plus the defense. Well, the defense was actually decent, and was good. They were top 10 in a lot of shit, and they were so bad.
I guess. I mean, the Chargers had a pretty nice defense as well. I mean, I
I'm
guess.
saying the Chargers had a crazy defense, but they were so bad offensively.
Or okay, sorry. Well, so then, but then I'm thinking of. So then, if you're putting them over, you're giving Denver a better chance than the Chargers. We're talking about a good defense with a bad offense. Fuck Bo Nix.
Their offense performed better than uh fucking not San Diego. The Chargers. Fucking go back to San Diego.
The
Jesus
Chargers. The
Christ.
Chargers. The Chargers. The Chargers. All right, the Chargers on this list, they're fifth.
I agree.
Because holy shit. If the Chargers on this list, they're fifth. Okay,
I
so the
like
Chargers,
Houston or Carolina one.
Houston or Carolina one, Houston, Carolina one. I would say probably Houston, Carolina one, Houston, Carolina one. See, because I'm just
I'd
thinking
still say
like
Carolina.
they both got one other team to deal with. They both got one other team to deal with that have quarterback issues, so they probably don't have to deal with them. So they really, like, if I'm looking at Carolina, they're going to be dealing with Tampa Bay. Atlanta obviously has their quarterback issues, so who knows? Same thing with Houston. They're going to be looking at Jacksonville, but then they're also going to be looking at the Colts, but they got their quarterback problems. Jacksonville, Houston. Okay, yeah, probably Carolina one, Carolina, Houston, and then I guess
Pittsburgh.
between yeah, yeah, Pittsburgh third,
I mean,
Pittsburgh, New
it's
England.
Mike McCarthy. That is not Tomlin.
Yeah, I was about to say I was like it's not Mike, but it's Mike. It
Mike.
is Mike. It's big fat white Mike.
I'm kind of pissed.
Why?
I don't know, it's just sad. The
I
fuck you
mean,
doing putting Mike McCarthy out there for no reason?
I don't know.
I
I
would
don't
have
know.
rolled another year with Tomlin. Like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, if you
If
were
my
gonna
next
go,
best option was a 62-year-old cross-eyed guy from Pittsburgh, don't care. You're still running it back with some 42-year-old ayahuasca junkie.
I don't know what they're fucking doing.
No one knows what they're doing.
I have zero clue.
Whatever
Um,
does happen though, like if not Seattle, Pittsburgh's like, oh, we're gonna move on from Aaron. Aaron's gonna retire, and that's gonna be it.
probably. But I actually do have a couple things or something about a couple quarterbacks for a segment. But are you interested in, I guess, any of these rule changes that aren't gonna happen, but they've just been talked about. They've been discussed. They've been, they've
Sorry, who
just
is
been
4 on
solutions.
that list?
New England. Oh, I guess I didn't cap that off. Yeah, the top 5 playoff teams who won't be back in the playoffs, or the top 5 playoff teams with the worst chance to make it back to the playoffs. You got the Chargers, the Patriots, the Steelers, the Texans, the Panthers.
Can we put
Um,
the Pats 5? Ah, fuck them.
I mean, fuck them, bro. I don't. If you're gonna put Will Johnson at left guard or Will Campbell at left guard, maybe
You can call him whatever name. No one really
I
cares
really
anymore.
can. Now I can just call him whatever.
Yeah, I'm a
Um,
fighting die.
Big won't. Um,